Hello there. Thanks for taking the time to tune in my channel. And if you clicked on this video, you want to learn a little bit more about fly fishing with single nymphs and indicator setups. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm using my FFD6 6-weight custom rods on fishonrods.com. I've got a small Oros indicator, the chartreuse, very bright. You can see it in a lot of different glare. And I'm just using a small Perdigon nymph, single, right? Not doing a double nymph setup, just a single nymph. When it comes to single nymph fishing, you really want to kind of vary your depth, right? First, experiment with different flies until you find one that works. And then once you find one that works, stick with it. But you want to vary up the indicator. That is super important when you're doing this single nymphing, right? If you just put it at 2 feet and keep fishing it all day and you're not getting anything, then you really need to drop the fly down from the indicator. Still not getting anything, maybe you're snagging bottom, bring it up a little bit. But at any given time during a day, I probably vary up my indicator 6 or 7 times. Once I find that sweet spot, I'll fish it until I stop getting hits, and then I'll start varying the depth again. So it's very important to kind of experiment. Euro nymphers do it all the time, right? They're finding bottom, they're bringing it up in the column, they're just doing it with the tip of the rod. If you're doing it traditionally, you've got to use the indicator to find different variations in depth. Do that and you'll have a lot more success fly fishing with single nymphs. One of my favorite things about the summer months is after work, you can grab the fly rod, go to your favorite hole, and hopefully catch a few fish. Beautiful day, and there are a ton of fish right there. Let's see if we can catch one. See how long it takes. All right, a couple passes through. I'm gonna make a small adjustment. I'm gonna bring my Oros indicator down just a little bit. I saw that I was kind of bumping ground with the nymph, so I wanna make sure that I'm kind of in the feeding zone. Doing the roll cast because I got a bunch of stuff behind me. There we go. Oh, had it. I had one. Missed that one. That was a big fish too. So a couple things to take note. Now I wasn't getting any strikes earlier, so I shortened up the indicator. I started to see some stuff on my fly, so I thought maybe I was too deep. Then I didn't get anything again. Moved up a little, set the indicator, a little further depth, about 6 inches more depth, and all of a sudden now I'm starting to get some strikes. So you want to always experiment, especially when you're nymphing on depth. You want to try to find that fish feeding zone. Don't just stick with one spot, right? If you start picking stuff up on your fly, that means you're too deep. If your fly is floating through a bunch of feeding fish and you're not getting any strikes, then you're probably too shallow. So experiment with your indicator to find the right depth. And once you do, stick with it and you'll start catching fish. There we go. Oh, better fish. Yeah, some good fish. Yeah, wow. Pretty fish. Look at that guy. That is a pretty fish. Sweet. And hey, if you're pretty new to fly fishing, check out this tutorial right here on fly casting. 8 minutes, and I promise you'll get that fly out there a little bit further than you are today. All right, everybody, till the next time, fish on.